What a great way to start off the morning, the Monday morning. This tranny is hammered in the FRS. So with that being said, if anyone's got an FRS or BRZ trans, hopefully local to Spokane, I want to buy it. I really want to get this thing back on the road and ripping because it's so fun. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another day in the life of Devin breaking cars. Today we're gonna fix cars though, not the FRS. I figured I'd bring it to the shop, stop leaving it at the house for whenever we do find a tranny or decide to pull that tranny out and tear it apart and hopefully maybe even just rebuild that tranny. Transmission, you can't say tranny anymore these days, transmission. We'll already have it here at the shop. Today we are going to be not really working on the hatch chassis at all. That paint is still fairly fresh. We finished spraying it yesterday around like, I would say 4 or 5 p.m. and it's now 8 a.m. the next day. So I do want to give it some more time before we start messing around. I don't want to scratch it up at all. We do need to finish off the wheel wells. We have 2 days left to where we can do that because after you spray that epoxy primer, you have 4 days to apply your top coat over. And if you don't, then it needs to be scuffed up, which I guess is not a big deal. But what I want to do today is I want to tear into this motor, this engine. I'm fairly confident that it's an EJ20, either an EJ20X or EJ20Y. But here's the confusing thing. I've had an EJ20X before. I had an EJ20X it was a 95 Impreza. I don't know if it's a 6-speed or not. It's probably a 5-speed car. And I blew that motor in that car. I tried to like tune it myself. It had like some old school little, what would you call it? Like a Game Boy type of piggyback system on it. Kind of like an access port, but old school, where you could like, I could go in there and mess with it. And I just turned the boost all the way up. I had no clue what I was doing. Turned the boost all the way up. Didn't mess with anything else. Literally nothing else. I didn't even know what AFRs were back in the day. Did one pull and had a ring band failure. I don't remember that motor being dual AVCS. It very well could have been. Like I said, it was a long time ago. I'll have a photo on the screen if I can find it. That was a really, really fun car and I miss it. But like I said, I know it's an EJ20. I know it's a 2-liter. At least I'm like 99% confident that it is, because why would somebody grind off EJ25 on the block if they're not trying to hide anything, you know? So I'm confident it's a 2-liter. I hope it's a semi-closed deck. If it's a 20X bottom end or block, it'd be a fully open deck. That's why I want to pop the heads off and see what's going on. And either way, it'd be nice to get the heads off, see if everything's good. I still don't know if I'm gonna even put this motor back in the car. I've been trying to find just a running 257 to put back in the car just so we don't have to deal with anything else. But I have not been able to locate one here locally, like a fully running just drop-in motor. Of course, we could just buy one that's blown up, but then this car would be down forever waiting on machine shops to finish up boring it. So I still don't know the exact plan. I have a rough idea. If this is a semi-closed or closed deck, I'll probably just throw it back in the car. I don't have a problem running a 2-liter as long as it's like a semi-closed. So let's pull out the motor, start tearing into it, and see what kind of engine we actually have. Let's just start popping some things off. We're gonna start off with the front of the motor. So the crank pulley's gotta come off. Timing covers, which it looks like we're missing a few bolts here and there on the timing covers. Curious to see what's underneath the timing covers, if the timing bolts have ever been changed. We have a lodged in bolt. Beautiful. If you didn't watch the previous video of us pulling the motor, that should say either EJ25, EJ22, EJ20, which I'm guessing it said EJ20 because why would you grind off EJ25? If that makes sense. And then it should also say on this tag right here, but that tag is completely gone, so we cannot make out what that should say. Everything under the timing cover looks to be in pretty good shape. A little bit of rust on some of the gears from probably when we pressure washed it. I just noticed this though. I don't know if this has any meaning for the block Z20701. R20 up there. I'm not a huge Subaru person, but I'm guessing 20 means 2 liter. If I had to assume. Let's get this thing at top dead center, pop off the timing belt. I do need to pull off the exhaust manifold, which we will be using. I'll probably just honestly take all the heat shields off. There's only one in the center, and then maybe Cerakote the manifold. I love the sound of Bobby's car with the ETS equal lengths, but I don't feel like spending that kind of dough on this thing. It is time for this timing belt and all the timing components to come off. So the first pulley I'm going to remove is this guy here. As soon as we get the lower idler off, we should be able to pull off the timing belt and then go through, pull off the tensioner. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to try and loosen up the cam gears. I do not have a Subaru cam gear holder tool, so I'm going to attempt to use the timing belt while it's still on to crack loose all 4 cam bolts. Those things get pretty seized and stuck on there. I remember last time I had to have Bader come over when we were doing Bobby's STI with this cam holder so we could break them loose. Let's see if we can do it on this one without bugging Bader.
Please leave your...
Damn, what are we gonna do? I thought you were annoyed at me and ignoring me.
No, I'm over here fucking mudding my walls right now.
Oh, well, that sounds great.
Yeah, all the drywall's done, it's all taped, and I'm mudding right now.
At the shop or the house?
The shop.
What the hell are you mudding that for? It's a shop.
The dyno one is gonna be fully finished.
Oh Lord, you're going big baller. How the f do you get these stupid cam gears off? These stupid bolts are seized.
Oh nice, they strip?
No, not yet. I'm scared I'm gonna strip them though.
I mean, obviously I have those cam gear tools.
I broke my damn Allen wrench too.
Oh fun. If you do strip them, they're 11/16 extractor socket size, and you hammer that fucker on there as hard as you can.
Sounds like you've done that before.
Oh yeah.
Okay, is there anywhere in Spokane I can buy that cam gear tool? Because I need one anyway.
No, there is not. Only people that have them is Company 23.
Damn.
Let me know. I'm not at my house right now, but I can bring them to the shop.
If I struggle with this for too long, I'll give you a shout. I don't want to bug you though, you're busy, so.
Alright, fine.
Alright, I appreciate it. Alright, we'll do.
See you, buddy.
Bye. So we have two SK 10 mil Allens. That's what size that thing is. The flat one, the one that I prefer, I snapped it. That's how freaking tight those things are. Granted, this is a 3/8 drive. I wish I had 1/2 inch drive. And then I have another one that's like a rounded edge one. And I really just feel like that's gonna strip it. So I'm not gonna chance it with this. If I strip those, be a little bit of a B word to get out. I'm gonna go run around town real quick. I'm gonna try to find a 10 mil, the same exact thing, but instead of a 3/8 drive, a 1/2 inch drive. And that should do the trick. I think with the timing belt on still, it's gonna be enough to hold as long as that timing belt don't slip. The only thing I was able to locate was another 3/8 drive. And of course, if it broke the SK, it's gonna break this as well. There's only one shot at this, and it's if we heat the crap out of the bolt, maybe potentially it'll break loose. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and hopefully we can get that thing off. And then we still have 3 more to go. Those things get so tight. We heated that sucker up for about 5 minutes. Oh yeah, she's warm. It looked like it was on the verge of getting a little strippy, a little rounded out, but we got her.